Alrighty, this is kind of tangential part 5 of Marvel is Dead, but more of Bob Iger ruling over the Empire of Ash, which was a comment that was left in a Midnight's Edge video recently, and I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting.
And it's Ash, A-S-H.
Ash, yeah. Yeah, Ash. As in he's burnt the whole fucking thing down
Right.
around him.
I don't think in his wildest dreams he would rule over an empire of ass. Anyway.
Even if it was all Thai lady boys. Oh. So Superman is officially the number one blockbuster of the summer, but nobody's talking about it. We got this from the Pro Show.
Yeah, nobody's talking about Superman being in the position that it's in, which is not number one 100% because Lilo and Stitch is doing better, but movies for grown-ups, the way they put it,
yes,
Superman's number one.
Talking about Lilo and Stitch. You're trying to cut the thunder about
wants to get technical with us about it.
Well, they can go fuck off about it because they should know what I'm talking about.
But it is beating Jurassic World,
which is funny because dinosaurs,
right?
Right? But after that toy that I talked about,
now you could say that. Oh, well, how many Jurassic movies have we seen? Blah, 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 blah.
8, 9? I don't know. How many?
More than you could also say, how many Supermans have there been?
Oh, jeez.
But this one,
Plus, this one has a distinction of starting a new DC universe.
The time was right.
Yeah.
And the vibe was right.
Oh, God, the vibe, yeah. Gotta hear about the vibe now all the time.
It did vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it had
but at least they didn't have
full-on DC vibe going on.
Yes, but at least they didn't have him in the story vibe. Wow. Woo! Talk about obscure characters.
No, dude.
And it beat the shit out of Fantastic Four.
Well, Fantastic Four is on the bottom.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
On the bottom.
The flat line.
Across the board.
And whose fault is that? We can talk about Kevin Feige being a male feminist. We can talk ad nauseum about fucking Captain Pedro.
Blame Pedro Pascal. It's not his fault.
He is to blame. And
the only thing he's to blame for is saying yes to play in a role he wasn't suited to.
There you go. And he should have known better, and his people should have known better.
And he should have had the presence of mind.
And his handlers.
To know better.
Yeah.
But, hey, Reed Richards, big fat paycheck. Yeah, I'll take it. Actor's a whores, man. Well, I'm an actor. I get it.
And then he's supposedly going to be in Doomsday, and then they afterwards, because my
they're backpedaling on that now.
And a buddy was like, "Oh, I heard that they're trying to get rid of all his stuff in Doomsday. What do you know about it?" And I'm like, first I heard about it because it was on X.
I heard they're going to be bringing Chris Pratt's role up.
No, this was after I heard about Chris Pratt. Yeah, but this was that they were really like after the failure of Fantastic Four. They're like, nope. And then what? I like what you said about my thing that we did on the 25th.
Oh, yeah.
So if you could enumerate that.
And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you why. Okay, so for one, it had a connection to the FF.
This was the thing that...
This was our original video, which was how Tom thought that the
Fantastic
FF
Four
should have been brought into the MCU.
Yes.
Which, it was just like what you would say, a cold opening. And then the rest of the movie would.
But I designed it for after trailer sequence.
It could have been a post credit, yeah.
Post credit, but I see that a cold opening it would work as a cold opening too.
A cold opening, and then
please,
and then come back to it in the post credit.
Talk about it.
But it was somehow or other the Fantastic Four found themselves in 4000 BC in Egypt and have a run-in with Ramatut, which is connected to the FF. That's Ramatut.
And the issue 19.
Yes. And even an episode of the animated series.
Yes, the Hanna-Barbera one.
Yeah, 67. So, and that would connect to Kang.
Yes. Even
though with all the whatever happened with John Majors and
he could be a variant of Kang anyway. So
he was a variant.
Yeah. So who says that's really Kang?
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to be getting the Kang Dynasty, whatever. All the hundreds of them. Because they're all variants.
If you want to do a sweet infinity shot, how's that for mind fuckery? He wasn't the real Kang.
Hey, Why not?
Sweet infinity shot. No. Right?
Why not?
Anyway, but here, I'm writing for him again.
Again, right. So, but that's the whole point of what you put together is that writing for that was clever because it was connected to Ramatet, Kang, who was a definitive Reed Richards and all that, and even Apocalypse from Ancient Egypt
brings the X-Men in,
which would dovetail into the X-Men, and we don't have to go in depth on him, but just
like they've always been there. We just haven't talked about it.
Just drop hints.
Yeah.
That's coming down the road.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even just having like an image of him on the wall with all the hieroglyphics or something.
Yeah.
You know, something that just kind of tease you with Apocalypse, which connects to the mutants, which is coming next. Hello.
Right. You don't even need to hire all these old people that have been in the X-Men. You can just get all new ones, and they can be just completely different because of the multiverse.
Well,
you know what I mean.
Right. And so all the Fox guys were from an alternate universe anyway.
Yeah.
They were from the Fox universe, and they weren't from 616. And so recasting them was to be expected.
Yeah, so I really kind of just...
616 versions of the characters.
I busted it all open. Now, why am I not in Hollywood writing?
I don't know.
I'm not a liberal.
Well, you don't have to be a liberal to...
Well, you do. You kind of do.
Well, yeah, but...
And they like their gatekeeping. And I guess I'm a fan, or I just know my shit. I'm both.
A little of both.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean...
It doesn't!
I used to make up my own stories about all my favorite heroes, and I made up my own original heroes.
Yeah, so it's not that hard to do things correctly. So Bob has no excuse. Kevin has no excuse. And they've destroyed Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, everything.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm happy that Forbes called out Bob Iger for being 1/4 as good as
Michael Eisner.
Yes.
Yeah, Forbes magazine, in the pages of Forbes, a big article talking about Michael Eisner and how was
4
it
times better than
a 19 plus times value in their stock value on his watch.
Yeah.
And
well, he brought it up from $1 because it was $1 value. $1, yeah. So
and
this is all about how everything's dead and how a fucking weatherman from ABC killed it. All he ever did for Disney was buy shit that wasn't his.
Yeah.
So
and they did talk about that too, the ABC culture, whatever.
Yes.
And that it was an ABC takeover of Disney rather than you know. And Eisner, no, he was Disney all the way.
Yeah.
And I mean, the educational stuff that they were doing on his watch, and the worldwide stuff they were doing. The international parks.
I'm sure that they think that the tranny stuff is educational purposes for the children's, and all the inappropriateness that has been going on in these films and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'll teach your kids
oh God,
a thing or two.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, no, but
so Bobby has no excuse. Let him rule over an empire of ash.
And the thing is, let it burn, man. Burn it to the ground and start over. And
do a hard reboot of Disney. Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
I mean, anyway, man. Marvel Studios was supposed to be let to continue doing their thing, with Disney just taking over ownership of it, but not getting their hands all up in it.
Ike Perlmutter likes the Orange Man bad, so we can't have him there.
Oh God, so what?
And the story group was obviously misogynistic and anti-Rainbow Brigade.
The story group, which was there to make sure that everything was consistent and faithful.
Yes, at least faithful. Doesn't have to be CBA, but
not to be 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's what I did with my story. It didn't have to be 100%.
No,
just had to be faithful. Have the feel.
Because the cinematic universe was not really the same as the comic book universe.
No,
was never meant to be.
No.
So judicious liberties were taken.
And I thought
their storytelling needs.
And I thought
but the liberties they took in phase 1, 2, they were appropriate and they were good because it was the story group in charge of them.
And I thought in my story
grounded like that
it was.
And then they lost the story group, and look what happens.
I thought in my story that it was consistently faithful to the idea of the FF.
Well, yeah.
The unknown, the fantastic, the unbelievable.
Right. I mean, it would be. It was kind of rough and could have detailed how they got to 4000 BC.
No, that's answering too many questions.
But that's taking up a lot of time too.
Yes.
In something that's
doesn't need
short
to be,
and sweet and just a cold opening.
And okay, we don't know what's going on, but we know they're there.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that the Fantastic Four movie wasn't rough in the same.
In many ways, yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to get I thought the audience would know better. They know what they're going to see. I don't need to spoon feed them anything.
No, I mean, it's just all of a sudden, boom, they find themselves in 4000 BC. Oh my God, how'd we get here?
Yeah.
And,
because that's what the audience would be asking.
Just a throwaway line that, Reed, how'd you get us here? How'd we end up here?
Yeah.
And then.
No, because they've all learned to be quiet because Reed's the smart one.
And have the run in with the Rama-Tut.
Yeah. And
then through the portal and back to modern day.
Through Doom's time portal.
Yeah.
And I even worked Herbie in.
Yes, you did. Good work, Herbie.
No.
And Herbie wasn't as annoying as I expected in the movie. Really, it wasn't. It wasn't overdone. It was just enough of him. It wasn't too much. I wasn't looking forward to Herbie in the movie, but, it was there, and it was not as annoying as I expected.
No.
There was no snarf.
Oh.
But, I mean, he was no Herbie from the cartoon, either. Herbie in the cartoon was really annoying.
And that toy of Snarf was annoying. It's just this block of plastic.
I mean, the only reason I ever thought that they had to think that they had to put Herbie in place of Johnny was because it was just too hard to animate him flaming on or something.
Which has a whole new connotation these days.
Yeah, right. But no, I think it was a budgetary thing. Like it would have cost too much to have
he came out of Christopher Street or something.
And have it look okay, whatever.
You're just like, wow. So.
Yeah, because, Johnny was not in that cartoon.
Yeah.
And it was Herbie instead in his place, which is not unprecedented.
So, tell us what you think. Do you think Marvel is dead? Do you think Bob Iger killed it? Killed everything? Disney, Star Wars, Marvel? Because he is the
MCU dead. Marvel over in the comics is under different leadership and is just as dead.
It's just as dead. It's the same.
But they own all of it. Yeah, Disney owns all of it, and they're just killing it. They're just killing it, man.
Dying a slow, painful death, and we're forced to watch. Is this like some kind of humiliation ritual for people, or what?
I grew up on Marvel comics, man. It's really sad that this is happening in my lifetime.
Right?
I mean, I'm a child of the 70s, man, and Silver Age stories were readily available in reprint editions and stuff. I read a whole bunch of the old 60s Silver Age stuff so I'm well versed in those years of Marvel, man, when they were number one. Nobody was doing anything close to Marvel.
So, tell us what you think.
And it's kind of mirrored in the MCU. In the early days, it was great. They were number one, and now look what they're doing.
So is this the 70s year? Is this the 70s for them?
Well, this is like the 90s Marvel. Yeah, dude. It's like they went from the great vintage classic Silver Age 60s, 70s stuff to the garbage in the late 80s and through the 90s that almost killed them.
Venom.
I mean, they were fucking, they were almost bankrupt when they sold off the Fox rights to the X-Men rights to Fox. And anyway.
Tell us what you think. Like, share, subscribe.